Hello, and welcome to the next video of my MSI 2023 preview series. We're going to cover Golden Guardians, the second seed from the LCS. This squad is going to be one of the older ones, if not the oldest at MSI, with an average age of 24.8 years old, not 24.4. Very old team. Spooks is their coach. Spooks is an former OS player, has no coaching experience in an international event. So that is one area where this team is going to have a lot of learning to do in play-ins. Luckily, they do get to play in play-ins and have an opportunity to gain some confidence in that way. Many of these players have been to international events in the past, so like get their feet wet, get back into the swing of things. And they have had success at international events when they've went. Licorice in top lane, definitely one of the older top laners in the LCS and in the world. If you remember my videos before the split started, he is 16 and 12 in international events, 1.76 KDA, 8.4 CS per minute, 58.3 KP. If you recall, this occurred during his Cloud9 days. You also have to remember that they had a lot of play-in games during that time too, which is going to make his stats look a little bit better than otherwise, you know, for some other players that never got an opportunity to like boost their stats and play-ins, if you catch my drift. 378 gold per minute, 365 damage per minute, 8 solo kills across these 28 games. On average, down 145 gold, up 1 CS, down 130 XP. So laning-wise, he kept up with his opponents during that time. In 2018, Cloud9 would go on a run and be out in semifinals, and then in 2019, drop out in groups. So Licorice hasn't been there in a while. Golden Guardians, obviously, probably not as good as those Cloud9 teams, but we'll see how he does. We've definitely gotten a mixed bag out of him. Yeah, I mean, these numbers from playoffs were very good. 2.6 KDA, 8.4 CS per minute, 53.3 KP. Definitely more solo oriented in his own lane, doing his thing. His Fiora game sticks out. That series against FlyQuest, he played outstanding. Then followed up with an awful series against Cloud9. So definitely coin flip. But overall the games played, these are much better numbers than we expected out of Licorice, honestly. 403 gold per minute, 540 damage per minute. And that's notable because that ends up being the second most damage per minute on the team. He is, like, Gori was getting less gold and dealing much less damage than Licorice was during playoffs. 3 solo kills, up 380 gold, 3 CS, down 50 XP at 15 minutes. So at 15 minutes, Licorice is not gapping his opponents on average. In the jungle, we have River, 16 and 16 at international events. Many of these games coming in play-ins with minor regions. Actually, I think all of them are from his minor region days, so keep that in mind. 2.65 KDA, 5.78 CS per minute, 70 KP. River made a name for himself by doing very well at international events on PSG Talon and the like. 337 gold per minute, 307 damage per minute, 2 solo kills. On average, he was up only 45 gold, down 5 CS, and 185 XP at 15 minutes, so wasn't opening up big gains in the pathing department on average, but he did get work done. And by the end of the game, he did get his farm with the 5.78. At international events, in Worlds 2020 and 2021, he would be out in group stage. But at MSI 2021, PSG Talon would be out in semifinals. So a very good showing, and that's what earned him the right to join the LCS in 2022. In mid lane, we have Gori. Gori, many would consider the MVP of the LCS. Didn't get it over Berserk. Berserker ended up getting over him. Depending on how you view the MVP award, I think there is an argument for Gori. Personally, I would have had Gori and Double Lift as my two picks. Has never went to an international event. 4 KDA, 8.6 CS per minute, 62.1 KP during LCS playoffs. These are very good numbers. 391 gold per minute, 434 damage per minute, so not dealing a ton of damage. 1 solo kill, on average up 280 gold, 9 CS, 220 XP, so he is getting an advantage in lane. 9 CS, over an average is pretty good, right? Some games he could be up 20, and other games he goes even. 20 CS is a bit of a diffy, isn't it? So River Gori is definitely where Golden Guardians will make or break at MSI. And, you know, going against PSG is going to be real interesting, given River, former PSG player, and Gori also played for PSG last summer. Stixxay in the bot lane alongside Huhi. Stixxay's been to 2 international events, both many years ago in 2016. He's went 13 and 10 between those 2 events, going 3.18 KDA, 905 CS per minute, 73.7 KP. Those CLG teams playing around him. 428 gold per minute, 616 damage per minute, 2 solo kills. At that event, he was up on average 425 gold, 6 CS, and 55 XP. We all remember CLG's MSI run to finish second place, and then they would drop out in groups in Worlds 2016. So we'll see how Stixxay does. Honestly, I don't think many people thought he could put this up. I didn't think he was going to be able to put this split up, but he actually played very well given the state of his career. 4.6 KDA, 9.8 CS per minute, 69.8 KP in playoffs. He did fantastic. You cannot blame the bot lane for their struggles, if they had any, really. 466 gold per minute, 600 damage per minute, 3 solo kills. On average, 180 gold up, down a couple farm, down 100 or so XP. So he's not opening up gaps in the first 15 minutes. You know, you end up being on Zeri and things like that and able to make things happen in the mid to late game because so many people are focused on banning out River and Gori that it allows Stixxay to get advantageous matchups in bot lane. And if you can close out the deal, you can close out the deal. So we'll see how that, situation fares against minor region bot lanes. Huhi at support, similar to Sven from a couple days ago. His win-loss record is based on his mid and support win-loss. So he's 17 and 18 in his career at international events. 1.58 KDA, 75 KP. Both of those are his support numbers. 2.69 vision score per minute, 1.77 wards per minute. Clears about 1 ward every 3 minutes and places down 1 ward every other minute. So, these vision numbers aren't outstanding. That's because in his 2 trips with the 100 Thieves, they have struggled. So all 3 trips to Worlds for Huhi, he's dropped out in groups, whether it was with CLG alongside Stixxay and mid lane, or his 2 trips with 100 Thieves in support. And then MSI, obviously, he finished second on that CLG team. LCS playoffs, 4.8 KDA, 73.4 KP, was very good in the bot lane during playoffs. These numbers check out. I mean, Huhi did a very good job. Like I said about Stixxay, though, against minor region bot lanes, I am a little bit skeptical. 3.08 vision score per minute, 1.63 wards per minute. Clears about 2 wards every 5 minutes and places about 2 wards every 5 minutes. So this team, with as old as it is, and there being so much meh-ness to it. We see top lane, meh. Bot lane, they did really good in the LCS, but how are they going to do against GAM or PSG or DFM? These guys got to go against Elk. So, but mid-jungle duo, that is where this team makes it, so I don't really know what I was going to say there, but I think you're really understanding that it's all jungle mid with this team, and if River and Gori can't get things done, then, it's going to be a rough go of it for Golden Guardians. So, if you liked the video, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a supporter, and thank you for watching.